November 7th, 1907, Jesus Garcia Corona notices that his dynamite-laden train is on fire right in the middle of a densely populated mining town. Declaring that the town shall not die this day, he drives the ticking time bomb that is his train as far and as fast as he can until it finally explodes 6 kilometers from what is known henceforth as Nacozari de Garcia. November 8th, 1519. There really isn't anything I can say about Montezuma greeting Cortez at Tenochtitlan that someone else hasn't already said, except maybe, good job, Cortez. 1520. What with Lake Azerden on his side, Christian I of Denmark and Norway seems confident of his political sway over Sweden, just not confident enough to allow the opposing faction to live. 1923. The beer hall push begins, and accomplishes precisely what everyone besides Hitler thought it would. November 9th, 1799, Napoleon Bonaparte decides that the French Revolution has overstayed its welcome, and kindly asks it to leave, then kicks it out the door. 1862, President Lincoln rightfully recognizes that Ambrose Burnside's facial hair is a vast improvement over McClellan's, but apparently gets distracted by it because his latest general's plan to invade Virginia is, well, terrible. 1906, Theodore Roosevelt becomes the first president to make an official trip outside the country with the purpose of taunting Colombia directly. November 10th, 1444, the Ottoman Empire, specifically Murad II, responds to Hungary's persistent crusading by burying Vladislaus III under so many of his own dead soldiers that an entire nation refrains from using the word crusade for 3 decades. 1871, Henry Morton Stanley finds Dr. Livingstone minding his own business, unaware that he was lost. November 11th, 1750, at a tavern in Williamsburg, Virginia, the first college fraternity, the FHC Society, forms. The name probably doesn't actually stand for Flat Hat Club, which means they've set a precedent for using Roman lettering that all subsequent fraternities will inexplicably ignore. 1864, Union General William Tecumseh Sherman begins burning Atlanta. More on this later. November 12th, 764, Tibetan troops occupy the Chinese Tang capital of Chang'an. This is also the first day of the short-lived Free China movement. 1912, a search party irrefutably proves that Antarctica is so angry at Robert Falcon Scott for losing the race to the pole that it forces him to watch his men die one by one before writing his final words with frozen fingers. The lesson here is, don't go to Antarctica. November 13th, 1002, English King Ethelred the Unready orders what we know today as the St. Brice's Day Massacre in an attempt to eradicate Danish Vikings from England. He meets with only limited success, as this is an attempt to eradicate Vikings from England. I don't suppose you know why Friday the 13th is considered unlucky? No, that's not why. We have the first written evidence as early as 1869, when an Italian man considered Friday and 13 unlucky. We also have a 1907 novel and coincidental shipwreck, and some colorful fictitious myths that fail to explain the superstition's current popularity.